Hello, in this video today, we're going to be talking about breathing for life. And we're going to accomplish that through talking about two different important nervous systems in the body, the vagus nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. Now, how do they work? The vagus nervous system is responsible for going out, getting signals from different parts of your body. If you get an injury, right, you get a scratch, or you need to itch a scratch, or you need to scratch or itch rather, then the vagus nervous system goes to the brain and says, hey, there's an itch. And then the brain sends a signal back down to the hand and saying, scratch it. And then the vagus system sends another signal back to the brain saying, it is complete. It is finished. Okay, now where's the parasympathetic nervous system is responsible for breathing, and that is the main system that we're going to be discussing today, the parasympathetic nervous system. So, do you ever have to remind yourself to breathe? No. Breathing is something that happens automatically. You don't have to remind yourself to breathe. But in this discussion, we're talking about how you can override the parasympathetic nervous system and breathe to accomplish different things like improvement in your blood pressure. You want to decrease your blood pressure, right? So if you're worried or you're stressed out, you can breathe. You can take long breaths. That is one of the things that's going to help you reduce that blood pressure. You may have stress for whatever reason. Something is going on at work and you're stressed out about it. And sometimes you just have to take a breather. As we said, let me just take a breather. Or can I catch my breath first, right? As soon as you walk into the office, can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? Emails coming, phone ringing. It's like, can I just breathe? I just finished driving in Los Angeles traffic. And if you live in Los Angeles, or Washington, D.C., or Atlanta, Georgia, or Michigan, or Chicago, any of those major cities, you know what I'm talking about. Once you get off the roadway, you like, let me just catch my breath. And so this is what we're talking about. Did you know that by intentional breathing, you could benefit in massive ways, right? Inflammation. What is inflammation? Inflammation is what causes sickness, disease, stress, and things of that nature. How can you benefit from breathing? Easy. Override the parasympathetic nervous system, take deep, long breaths, hold them. And if you really want to override the parasympathetic nervous system, then you could breathe in, take a deep, 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 deep breath in, hold it and push down on it, on your abs. Push down on it and then release, intentional. So it looks like this. So you're taking a deep breath in, holding it, straining, pushing down on it, and then blowing it out intentionally. You don't breathe that way normally. Normally you just breathe. You don't think about it. You breathe thousands of times a day, but you never think about, oh, I need to remember to breathe. And so the good thing about that is that God showed us His majesty when He created us to where we don't have to remember to breathe. Some other things that breathing can help you do, and this is intentional breathing. It boosts energy, right? It gives you focus, clarity. It also helps you with improved sleep patterns, right? And remember I told you about inflammation. Inflammation is the gateway. It is the progenitor of all sickness, disease, and death. So we can minimize our stress, minimize our inflammation, then the less likely of us getting sick. And if we do get sick, then we can control that. So a lot of these things we are able to control on our own. It's just like you can become obese from eating too much food, right? You can get liver disease from drinking too much alcohol. You can get lung cancer from ingesting smoke and powerful, harmful things that contaminants that you breathe. So we can do things unintentional To mess our systems up, we can do things intentional. When you're drinking alcohol, you're not drinking to accomplish liver disease, right? When you're smoking cigarettes, you're not trying to get lung disease. You're trying to ease some other problem you have, other stress. But this is a natural way that you could do it. You could also use balloon breathing, right? Breathe into a balloon. You know, when I was a young kid, I used to deal with asthmatic symptoms, and a few times I had to go to the hospital. And then they would give me breathing exercises, and I would have to breathe into a machine. And when you breathe it into that machine, just like when you take a deep inhalation and you hold it, it mimics breathing into that breathing apparatus. Because what it's doing is you're breathing out and it's pushing against your lungs at the same time. So it's causing an expansion there. And the more it expands, the more air is getting, and through that exercise, it makes your lungs stronger and allow you to breathe better, okay? Some other things you can do is exercise, things like high intense interval training, what we call HIIT training. And in HIIT training, it means you do something fast for a short period of time. You do it real hard, and then you stop and you come to rest. Cycling is a good thing. Like I ride the cycle, at least the Peloton bike, at least twice per week, right? Sometimes I go for 3, but because of my size, I'm not interested in losing weight. I'm more interested in keeping my lungs healthy, keeping my respiratory system, keeping my heart rate up, right? And then just being overall in shape and looking good and feeling great, right? I'm not interested in losing weight. I don't have a lot of weight to lose. I've never had that issue. But whereas some people have an issue with weight, they can smell food and they can gain weight. I can eat pretty much all I want to, right? I might get a big stomach, but it'll be gone down within a few hours, so I don't worry about that. And the older we get, there's nothing wrong with having a little something to hold on to anyway, right? At least that's what my baby says. Okay, so anyway, I've also attached in this video, and you see it in the top right corner of this video, is another video link that you can click on. And it's by Dr. Prati Jamnatis. Prati, you don't have to try to remember the name, but he's a medical doctor, and he has his own YouTube channel. And my wife loves to listen to him and watch his channel because she's a health fanatic. And so she subscribes to him, and she shared this video with me, and I just had to share this video with you. In fact, a lot of the videos that I share, I get them from her. There's no better thing than to have a strong woman in your corner. And if you're a woman, to have a strong man. In other words, to have a strong partner in your corner that supports you, that encourages you, that guides you, that corrects you, that tells you when you're doing the wrong thing, and that want to help you. Because in the end, my wife always said, I don't want us to get sick, because I don't want to have to take care of you like that when you get older, and I don't want you to have to take care of me. And it makes a lot of sense. It makes a whole world of sense. So taking care of each other, taking care of your health, and living for longevity. So breathing for life. You're not just breathing. You're breathing anyway, but when you're breathing intentional, then you have an objective that you're trying to reach. Another thing that I just thought about, and I noticed in my notes, is taking a cold shower. I know you got warm showers in your home, and you can't imagine cold water hitting your body, but you would be surprised to know what that does for your body, for your brain, for your morale, for your energy, and just for your overall coming in, your enthusiasm. When you come into work or you show up at your desk and you're ready, you know, you can take a warm shower, but at the end, take 15 seconds and just let the cold water just shock your body. You know, or you at the spa and you get in the jacuzzi and it's warm, and then you get in the swimming pool, or you take a cold plunge. This stuff works. And especially if you have a certain illness, blood pressure, stuff like that. I used to have high blood pressure issues, and I said the devil is a lie. I began to eat better. I began to exercise. I changed some lifestyle things that I was doing, right? And I started taking cold showers. I meditate in the morning. I do visualizations and things of that nature, whatever you have to do, affirmations, do all those things. I do those things every morning before I even get a telephone call from 6:30 to 7:30 or 8:30. That's what I'm doing. I'm not interested in talking to my family. I'm not interested in talking to nobody. During this time, I'm talking to God, and I'm preparing myself for the day so that I can propel forward and be able to bring life and add value to you. Again, thank you for watching this video. I hope that it has added value to you. Be sure to click on that video in the corner, click on that little link there, and it'll guide you to the video. And the doctor can do what he does in explaining things from a technical perspective. That's not what I do when it comes to this type of thing. All right? Meanwhile, take good care of yourself and each other. I look forward to sharing with you again on the next video. Bye-bye.